Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while and we need to do a lean bulk update because as of February 1st, it has officially been 4 months of lean bulking, which is crazy. It kind of feels like I just started, kind of feels like I've been doing it forever, but it has been 4 months. And even though I kind of fell off the YouTube earth and you're probably like, did you even bulk? What even happened to you? It's been months. I have been fully on point with bulking. I have been consistent. I have been putting full effort in. So the good news is I do have accurate data, I feel like, to share with how things have been going, what my protocols have been, how my body has changed, and just give you all the updates today. And me saying we made it to the 4-month mark, I think this may be the end. I haven't fully stopped or done anything, everything is still the same, but I'm pretty over it. And not for bad reasons, oh, I hate my body, I feel disgusting, I feel fat. It's literally not for those reasons. It's more so for when I'm in a building phase, I take it very seriously. And if I'm eating in a surplus, I need to be putting full effort into the gym, progressive overload. That is my main focus. And that's great. That's good to do for a time period. But I'm kind of gotten to the point where I don't want to say I don't want to take it that seriously because that sounds kind of lame, but I'm kind of just over being so progressive overload. Get in the gym, push yourself as hard as possible every single time. You know what I mean? I kind of want to get back into my just do what I feel like. Obviously still train, but get back into more cardio, get back into running as it starts to get nicer at, and just get back into a health flow. So I truly believe putting your head down at certain times, working towards a goal, whether that's building muscle, losing fat, training for a marathon, whatever you want to do, I truly believe it's good to lock in at times and really commit towards a goal. But it's also good outside of that to just take a step back and be we can focus on overall health and wellness without making it too serious, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of getting to that point. I've locked in for 4 months and I'll still be locked in with my nutrition and eating clean and probably still tracking, but not having such rigid goals, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, today's video, we're gonna do a bulking update, life update, spend the day with me, and thanks for being here. I'm eating my pre-workout carbs. Carbs before your workout, protein after your workout. Carbs are your main energy source. You want to have plenty of energy, you want to get a good pump in your workout, so carbs before. This is literally just it's like a Rice Krispie. It's a Go Bar from BPN. 36 grams of carbs, 15 grams of sugar. My outfit. I've been loving full length tops, especially when I was bulking. And then these pants are the wide leg pants from Honor Active. And I haven't really given any updates of my life and my sponsorships, which isn't that big a deal. But at the end of the year, I actually cut all my partnerships. So I used to work with a supplement brand. I used to work with a clothing brand. I don't work with anyone anymore. It feels really, really good. It was just a personal decision. It wasn't these brands sucked or they did anything wrong. It was more I didn't want my social media to be you have to buy this outfit or you need these supplements, because I don't even hardly take any supplements and I love all gym clothes. So I didn't want to just be with a brand where I had to be I only wear this outfit or I only wear this, because I love a variety of gym clothes. So that's a little life update, but let's get warmed up for leg day, get the glutes activated. And of course, we are starting off with hip thrust, my least favorite thing in the entire world, but if you're trying to grow your glutes, you have to do hip thrust. You just have to. It's probably the best exercise for growing your glutes, so I just can't justify skipping it. Some other things I'll justify, I'll change it around, but hip thrust, you just can't get around it. It's just too good. So, but after hip thrusts are over, we will be in a much better mood. So let's get warmed up, let's get it done. Let's get after it. Two more sets of that. Two more sets. I'll show you some before and after photos. So this is before I started my bulk versus 4 months in. So obviously some physical differences there. Nothing like insane. Like it's not like I tripled my weight. It's not like I look huge, but obviously noticeable size put on, which again was the goal. And the calorie difference is about 400-ish calories, give or take. I started around 2,400, and then the after photo is consistently eating 2,700, you know. Consistently hitting 2,700, not like, oh, 2,700 some days, 2,000 some, no, 2,700 consistently. And everyone's gonna put on fat slash muscle in different places at different times. Like for me, I usually put on fat in my lower body, my legs and my glutes first, and then my upper body midsection, that comes a little bit later. So I can still have a little bit of like ab definition even with a little bit higher body fat, but that's just because of how my body stores fat. Again, I store it more in my legs, in my like thighs, but not like directly on the front of my stomach, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my physical progress, and also love how my body looks. So even though I've been eating in a surplus, I've been super consistent with my nutrition, super consistent with my training, so that I did it in a way where I was still happy with how I looked. You know, if I would have just started binging food to try and eat as much as possible and not really tried to lift and build muscle, like my body could have looked completely different. I could have been looking completely different, but it was very regimented, like a very on point. I take my bulking as serious as I would take a cut. I'm very on point with it, on protocol, very regimented with it. And so that's the physical progress.
Hi. Ooh. Is you waiting for me? Were you waiting for me? Hi.
This is my post-workout meal. We just have a little meal prepped Southwest chicken quesadilla and some potatoes. I just air fry them real thin and just make them like little chips. Super good. But this meal prep is from the same meal prep I get all of those protein muffins and the overnight oats. Such a good meal prep company. And I actually have a code with them now. I used to always use or share like Nathan's code, but I actually work with them too. So code Brittany can save you on meal prep. But this meal has 43 grams of protein in this quesadilla. So good. So overall, good lunch. I should probably add like a fruit or a veggie, but I just don't have it in me to add one right now. This is going to be good enough for post-workout. And just like that, we are done with the 4-month lean bulk. So I want to go over everything. I know I didn't do a good job at showing the process of it, but now that I've done it, I can really explain how things work. And first things first, the whole point of lean bulking is to build muscle. Like that is the only reason I bulk. It's not just to get bigger for fun or like it's literally just to build muscle. So I posted this transformation on Instagram, and of course, like social media is social media. You're always, no matter what you post, someone's gonna have something to say. But I had a few comments that were like, before is better, or I want the before photo. And obviously I don't respond, but I'm just like, in my head, I'm thinking to get this my before photo, the before photo came because of the bulk. Like you have to spend time building muscle. You can't just expect it to be shredded without building muscle, And it's just funny because the point of the lean bulk, like I'm not trying to stay in my lean bulk forever. It's just a time, and sometimes it's a little uncomfortable, but it's only a short period of time to get lasting results. Like now I can go back to how I was, have more muscle mass, still be skinny or more lean, and it's manageable. So you have to spend time building muscle. Do you have to go into a bulk? No, you don't have to bulk. Bulking is not a requirement, but you should at least be at maintenance. At maintenance, you can still build muscle, you can still recomp your body, you can do all those things. I just like to bulk because that means you're giving your body more than enough food, which just means it's making it so much easier to build muscle. Like as long as you're training hard, you're doing all those things, but just makes it so much easier to build muscle. And I've been doing this for so long, like I've been on my fitness journey for so long that I'm really, really confident with changing my protocols. Like I know exactly how to manipulate my body, and I just think it's so cool. Like I know exactly what to do with my nutrition and my training to grow and build muscle, but it's not like I feel stuck when I get there because I know exactly how to manipulate my protocols to lean back out or change. It's so fascinating to me how much I can change my body and get lean and grow and build muscle. Like it's so cool. And I'm so fascinated by it that I am confident in doing building phases, cutting phases, and just knowing like I'm in full control of my body. And I just think it's so cool. So yeah, I did a 4-month lean bulk. This was actually my shortest bulk I've ever done. My other ones have been like 6 months or more. This one, after 4 months, I was just kind of over it because it's a very bodybuilding style focus. Like I'm focused on constantly eating in a surplus, and I have to be very dialed in with my training, constantly progressive overloading, making sure I'm increasing weight in the gym every week. Like very, very bodybuilder focused, which is fun, and it's fun to do for a while. But again, I'm just kind of ready to step back out of that for the spring, summer, do more cardio, do more intuitive training, all the things. But I don't want to get into this today, but to see results, you have to lock in for a while. Like you have to lock in for a while with your training or your nutrition. Like you can't just wing it and expect to have a top 1% physique. Like you have to lock in for a while. So as far as how I did my lean bulk, my goal was to put on muscle mass and try and decrease as much fat as possible. Obviously, you're going to gain some fat. As you can see from my photos, like it's not all muscle. I have some body fat that I put on, but I didn't keep track of that. I didn't weigh myself at all, which was just a personal preference because honestly, I just didn't have a goal with it. It wasn't like I wanted to put on a pound a week, or I honestly just wanted to consistently eat in a surplus and make sure I was increasing my weights and stuff in the gym. And if I could see that progress happening and I could physically look in the mirror and see myself growing, I was good with that. So I didn't really care what my weight was doing. But you can obviously track your weight, see if it's going up, whatever. But I didn't have a goal weight. And I didn't weigh myself before or after. So I have no idea my weight. But I probably varied maybe close to 10 pounds, I would say. I'm not really sure. I don't know. But with my nutrition, I just took it very slowly. So before I started, I was tracking my calories, but I didn't have like a specific goal. So I probably ranged anywhere from like 2,300 to like 2,400 calories. So when I started my bulk, I just wanted to get consistent at one number. So I started at 2,500 calories, which very, very minor to what I was eating. I took it very, very slow. I increased my calories like 100-ish every 2 or 3 weeks. Is kind of, I would increase 100 calories, and I only increased like 300 or 400 calories total. And once I got there, I just kind of stopped. Like, I would say for a surplus, you really only need up to 500 calories above your maintenance, just because the goal is to give your body extra food, but you don't need like triple your weight in food to build muscle. You know, you just need to be in a little bit of a surplus. So once I got to that 2,700, I got there within like 2 months, and then I just kind of sat there for a couple months, made sure I was eating in a surplus, made sure I was pushing myself in the gym, and that's where the results came from. Like, it is kind of boring. Like, there's nothing crazy to say about it or like anything crazy I did other than just make sure I was eating in a surplus and make sure I was training hard. I kept my workouts the same. I was eating a lot of the same food. Like, everything is very boring. Like, if you look at it from the outside, it's very boring. Every day is like the same thing. You know, you're eating the same foods, you're hitting the same calories. Oh, I'm doing the same leg workout I did for the last 4 weeks. Like, it is very, very repetitive. And that goes with any part of your fitness journey, whether it's cutting, whether it's bulking, whatever you're trying to do. Don't always be thinking about what more should I change? What should I be decreasing my calories? Should I be increasing? Should I be changing my workout split? Like, truly setting protocols and just sticking to them for a long time, pushing yourself with those protocols, that's where change comes from. The way I tackled a bulk is the exact way I would tackle a cut. Change calories every couple weeks, keep workouts the same, train really hard, and that's it. Like, that's literally it. And so let's dive into some of the different puzzle pieces of the lean bulk. We'll start with nutrition. Like I said, I got into a 300, 400 calorie surplus total. I would say anywhere from 300 to 500 calorie surplus is great above your maintenance for building muscle for a time period. And with those calories, my protein did not change. Like, I kept my protein right around my body weight, which is probably roughly like 130 grams. And that was it. So as my calories increased, most of that was going to carbs. Like, I was eating around 400 grams of carbs every single day. And I felt great. I feel like social media has demonized carbs. It's like protein. Like, people think they need 200 grams of protein a day. Which protein is great. Like, you need your protein. I hit 130 grams every day, but it just blows my mind that we've demonized carbs. Like, carbs are your main energy source. So when I'm bulking or anytime, like, you need carbs for energy. So increasing carbs, I was eating around 400 a day, and I tried to put those throughout the day. I'm someone that likes to, or in the past would save calories for the end of the day. I don't know why. I was just always convinced no matter what, I was going to be hungry at night. So I'd always save so much of my calories for night, which it doesn't truly matter. Like, when it comes down to it, the food you put in your body is the food you put in your body. It doesn't matter what time of the day you put it in there. But if you put more carbs around like your training session, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have a better lift. You're going to have a better workout because you have those energy for carbs. So I tried to put more carbs around my workouts. In the morning, my breakfast is now almost 700 calories, which is something I would have freaked out about back in the day. I don't know why I was convinced you had to eat a small breakfast, but now I eat a huge breakfast. I put my carbs during the day, and it just helps so much with energy, helps so much with training. I just feel energized. Like, if I had a break from work, I could just get up and go walk and have energy, and it just felt so good. You naturally burn more energy when you're fueled. Yeah, that's kind of what my nutrition did. Now, with how your body changes in a bulk is going to vary based on your genetics. Like, do you ever see people on Instagram where it's like they are so tiny, they have shredded abs, but they have like a huge butt? Like, that is either a BBL butt or just genetics. Like, for me, I store a lot more of my body fat in my legs. So when I put on weight, the first place it's gonna go is my lower body. And also like my love handles. Like, that's the first place it goes. The last place it goes is my upper body. My back doesn't put on a lot of body fat. So it's gonna be different for everyone. You know, maybe you are someone, if you put on a little bit of weight, it instantly goes to your stomach or instantly goes to your arms. Like, everyone is gonna be different. So you can't decide where you're going to put on body fat first or how it's going to be stored. So, you know, genetics does play a big factor in that. So even though it looks like I have some ab definition, I do, because I don't put on a lot of body fat right in my stomach, but I did put it on my love handle. So I mean, this is just me beating myself up too, but if I just stood in the mirror, like, I could definitely tell I was wider, if that makes sense. And my legs were bigger, my glutes grew because I carry my fat in my lower body. Obviously, how you're training and the muscle groups you're hitting and trying to build muscle, like, that will help recomp your body, but where your body fat gets stored is going to be pretty much genetic. So that's why you should never compare yourself to what someone else looks like when they're bulking or when they're cutting, because we all hold body fat differently, but you can 100% recomp your body. Like when I started my fitness journey, I feel like I look like a box. Like I was like, how am I going to recomp my physique? But through building muscle and losing fat and doing all those things, you can recomp your body. But like I said, where you put on body fat first or last, kind of just genetic. So that's kind of how mine looks like when I gain 10-ish pounds. A lot of it is in my legs and my butt and my midsection. My upper body, as you can see, doesn't look that much bigger, I would say. But yeah, that's just my genetics. So that's nutrition, physical progress. How I felt, honestly, was really good. Like, I don't struggle to eat. Like, if you're like, eat more calories, I'm like, okay, easy. Like, I don't really struggle with it. If there were days where I wasn't as hungry, I just made smoothies. Like, I can pack 500 calories into a smoothie very easily and slurp that down in 2 seconds. But I really didn't struggle with food. I have a very healthy relationship with food. Eating pasta more, or eating more rice, or eating bread, like those things don't bother me. And thank goodness, like I've developed a healthy relationship that I don't demonize foods, or eating food isn't bad or scary to me. And it was just nice. Like it just honestly just felt really good. And I didn't really struggle too much with the mental of it. The only thing I struggled with, I feel like, is social media a little bit, just because I have my abs popping or I look lean. Like that stuff performs better on social media, which obviously isn't something that I'm going to obsess about, but it did make it harder for me to want to post if it's not going to do as well because, oh, she's bulking. Like people love to see you in a shredded phase, but they don't care about the work behind the scenes. They don't care. They don't care when you're building, when you're a little bit bigger. They don't care. They don't want to take advice from you. But when you're shredded, they're like, holy crap, how did you do that? So that's kind of an interesting thing to watch, is how like people respond on social media to how you look a little bit. But I was very comfortable and confident with how I looked. I felt really good in the gym. Like when I would get a glute pump or something, I was like, dang, like I did that. Like I was really proud of myself. But yeah, the social media thing, I guess sometimes could get to me, because then you go on social media and you see these girls that are just like shredded or tiny and you're like, oh God, why am I doing this? But like those were such small moments. Most of the time I felt really good, but I don't want to sit here and be like, everything was sunshine and rainbows. Like I never have a hard time. Like sometimes I do have a hard time. Of course, it's natural. It's natural to feel that way, but you just kind of got to be like, Brittany, like blog it out, get off social media. Like this is healthy for you. You are building muscle. You are strong. Like that is so awesome. So overall, the experience was great and I'm super, super glad I did it. And now coming out of the bulk is very simple. It's the same way I came into the bulk. It's going to be very small, gradual changes. So I finished my bulk at 2,700 calories and decreased my calories to 2,600 calories now. So I'm going to slowly just decrease back down to my maintenance here in the next month or two. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do a big cutting phase or anything for summer, but definitely go back down to maintenance. So I guess that is officially the end of my 3rd lean bulk ever. So crazy. I just realized that this whole video is just me like yapping, like talking and rambling, and I'm so sorry. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.